Yeah, and I mean this is a grind of a matchup too. To be in the last spot, to have to win this many games against Guile, as Ken, you know, trying to approach in this, it could be kind of a bit of a grind to get in there against. I think most characters against Guile, but yeah, I mean I'm very curious about this, and I also think Caba, you know, pulling up. He's a really solid, well-rounded player. He's tough to beat, basically for anybody, right? He's a world-class competitor, so we'll have to see if Uriel's ready to just pull up, get the job done here. He has a lot of tricky stuff. I feel like he's a player that has a lot of, you know, he can play solid, he can play tricky, he can play scrappy, he can play just like very fundamental. He has a lot of ways to play, and he's got those like tricky DI resets he likes to do a lot in the corner.
Man.
He loves that kind of stuff. So those are the kinds of things you have to scout if you're team Bandits here, and particularly if you're.
I've never been more afraid of stuffing setups in my life than watching Uriel Velorio play.
Yeah, he's got a lot of tricky stuff that he likes to do, and I think Ken has a lot of opportunity to do that kind of stuff, right? So. Love that right there. Immediate flash kick right through, and you know, fireball drive rush, it's the goods. That's how you have to approach in a matchup like this. And a big bait right away, stripping the drive gauge. Love that choice right there. And this spot sucks, man. Dealing with Jin Rise and Dragon Lashes in the corner when you're burnt out against Ken, it's not an easy place to be.
Just like that. Uriel just needed one more throw to get that first round. Pretty aggressive, I must say. That EX fire, sorry, the OD fireball, just being able to strip away Guile's booms. Okay, that was actually mad far. That actually is mad unfortunate that the rest of it didn't hit.
Yeah, didn't go for the launcher actually. I'm surprised about the follow-up. This is a bad spot now again too. In the corner, guess for the round pretty soon here. Ken about to have 3 meters and has full drive gauge to extend. Actually had the hit for a second there. And yeah, that's a guaranteed punish on the Jinrai. Also gives you a lot of space, so good for Caba. The drive impact, he just sends it, and he's about to build the level 3. This should be an easy peasy cash out.
Fucking clean, Uriel.
Yeah.
My man, the drive rush at the tip of like the DI that hit. That is rough. Uriel Velorio, you literally preface it with, man, he can be really tricky with some of the DI setups. That one I felt like was plain as day. It's like, he's coming at me, I gotta be prepared for it. Uh-oh, I'm over 30, this is gonna hit me.
Yeah, that's what happens, man.
Is Caba over 30?
Yeah, you know, he didn't react, so I'm gonna say he might be getting there. Yeah, he might be getting
there. Survey says he's on the board.
You know, you boot up for ranked online, their title up there says Street Fighter 2 fan, you just drive impact him, you know? And then later on, you see a tweet from James Chen about it, and you're like, oh, that was him? That's how you know.
Think about the eyes.
The way my brain works, I just can't drive impact him back. That's me too, James. Don't worry.
I love James.
That's me too.
It doesn't matter what monitor I have, it's just going to be like so bad for me.
He didn't DI that back either. I mean, maybe that's the strat.
Nice.
James Chen strats here in Street Fighter League. Oh, too far. Little walk back. Stripping the drive gauge, level 1, sets up the fireball. It's very scary though if whoever builds 2 drive gauge first here, basically that run DP. Oh man. Oh, he's trying to get in.
A lot of boots. Right into the stone. Oh, that was actually mad awkward. That could have been towards the such an awkward angle too. Look at Guile moves with that low move. It's so deceptive. Like slightly moves forward. It's so weird and low profiles like crazy.
A lot of time you can get flash kick after 2, even if you jump it. Even if it's on the other side. Holding space a lot better though so far. Yeah, and that is all your drive gauge, but the offense right into the corner. So if this works out, could be good here. Wow, light kick into the heavy Dragon Lash. I like that idea.
He's kind of tricky when it comes to stealing turns, man.
Yeah. Safe jump here, stripping drive gauge. Very close to being burnt, and I love the jump.
Good read. And the backdash. Excellent read right back. The rebuttal from Caba, level 1. Set up with maybe a Sonic Cross, though it's going to be a regular boom. Then the cross comes out just in case he tries to run DP again. And yeah, the solid lockdown, medium kick to stop the air approach. Or so we thought. You might have just died. Okay, maybe not.
Not with this combo, for sure. Didn't spend the level 3 on this and now has no level 2. Chip is a big problem. Oh no, Guile's gonna win this. Yeah, he was forced, right? Guile was gonna win the fireball, the Sonic Blade into the boom, so forced into that run DP to try to make it through the fireball.
That was actually kind of crazy. Was there, man, see, this is why I need like the replays, right? Going into it, like you just kind of see what other route he could have taken to go into level 3.
Replay takeover, that's what it's for.
It's so sick.
Yeah, replay takeover is
so sick. I'm still losing to those matchups that I play, but man, it still feels cool.
Yeah, it's good to know that there's a reality. It's like when you're in the shower and you're like, oh, you know what I could have said? And then it's like that in real life. You can just check and go back and see what you could have done as a better combo. I like the side swap here. Oh, jump in, but if it was a heavy kick, it would have been good.
Yeah, I don't know about the fierce though.
Yeah, maybe not on back roll.
We've seen Ryukichi actually kind of do something like that, but actually just go for like a double dash forward for the pressure more so than kind of like the damage. He just wants to optimize that situation of like threatening with beating, getting the side switch, etc.
Yeah, prioritizing the like knockdown pressure I think is not a bad idea for sure. Stripping that drive gauge. That's the problem. Like, all right, so you block Jinrai and then you EXT. That was sick.
You are a jerk for that one, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. That was actually the sickest thing. I teched that was actually beautiful.
El Velorio special, baby.
And then you flash kick it, and it costs you 2 bars, and then he just wakes up and like jumps at you, and then you're like, you know, you get punish countered, and now you're down 3 drive gauge or whatever, right? So sometimes it could be like, oh, you get the punish on Jinrai, but you immediately get your drive gauge beat up anyway.
It's science. It's math.
It's math. Yeah. Math says, oh, that's out of the corner. That's not math.
I think that's science.
Yeah,
that's where science comes in. Yeah. How does the fire come from the boots?
I don't know. This is a side swap again. Yeah. Okay. I like the jump in, taking the pressure. You're mentioning that earlier. That idea instead of just going for the heavy DP or something after. Oh no, not again.
This is tough too. In critical territory is Uriel, but doesn't have the critical to follow up with, like a critical art, I should say. Only a level 1. Standing your ground. Overhead doesn't catch, but still Caba throwing up a DI. I like it.
Very interesting. I wonder what he was scouting with driving back there. It ended up working out on the light kick and a Jinrai, but oh, this is a big combo to the corner. Oh, misses!
Oh, to the window. Baby. Oh my god, to the boost.
Yeah, your poor drive gauge gets beat up by this combo too. So now you're like, you know, full screen against Guile with not a lot of drive gauge to work with. Forced into making a couple of bad guesses here before you get burnt out. We'll see what the choice is going to be.
On to the other side. Caba's trying to set up the fireball.
He's being a little cautious. He's you know, afraid of that run DP or like EX fireball, drive rush, stuff like that, right? So
makes a lot of sense. From this range, do you think Oriole's going to be spending any sort of OD fireball? No, he's already actually kind of closed the gap, right?
Oh.
Back throw.
Heartbreaker. Do you go for the drive impact here? Risk getting perfect parried is the question. It seems like Caba, the answer is no, just walks back slow and steady with that Sonic Boom. So 2-1 just like that. We'll see what the adjustment's going to be. I feel like most of his approaches looked awesome, but it's on Caba to make the response, right? It's on him to be second and find good answers, and so far he's done that pretty well.
And with 2-1 thus far, Uriel Velorio is going to take some time out to kind of figure this strategy. Oh, the character, sorry, the costume change-up. Now he's actually playing with fire. This is actually the way he'd want to go out.
Look at those eyebrows.
I don't want to.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Too much. I just don't understand like why like the rest of his hair is like a different color than his eyebrows are just like jet black.
He must bleach it, right?
100%. But bleaching your facial hair is like...
Yeah, that's a lot.
Seems like a lot.
That's a lot. Oh, punish. Yeah. Gambling with those dragon lashes. I think, you know, it's just kind of the thing you feel like you have to do against Guile sometimes.
Yo, he just swayed out of the way. The backdash away from the stand roundhouse. This guy Caba, he's moving.
He had the Guile just cool. He just like, got out of there. He's like, whatever.
Yeah. I didn't know he could move like that.
Chilling. Man, Caba is holding down back and vibing.
Doesn't need to overextend. He can just throw out some of the Sonic boots. He has the normal kind of speed for stuff. Uriel gets closer. Just looking like the Caba round that we've been, that he's been looking for the entire set.
Yeah, and when you fight a Guile that's locked in like this, it really just feels like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want from the game?
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, you're just like, what is my objective here? How am I going to beat this guy?
Overhead is blocked. The moments of aggression coming in from Caba, I think Uriel does a pretty decent job of staving off the offense. Oh! Oh no! No Dragon Lunch!
It hurts your brain. Oh, that's big though. Take the corner here. Double dash, yeah, going for offense now. This is a huge chance for Uriel here. Heavy Jinrai that time. Notice there was no EX flash kick. Very smart. Oh. Wow, he's really testing him.
Jesus.
One hit can do it though. All he needs is one. Had the jab hit, didn't go for it. In burnout now. Uh-oh. Caba with the hit.
Getting a little bit too overzealous with some of those jabs, man.
And chip is now going to be a problem quite soon as well.
Oh, you know that's roundhouse and the solid puncher. No way.
Big chilling. Caba had that look on his face like, this guy thought very, very smart stuff. Obviously, that was the gamble he needed, right? He needed something like that to get the job done. Caba, solid. The rock for this team in that anchor position, looking very, very good and clutching things up here for Bandits.